Hello fellow warriors and welcome. So today I'm gonna be starting something very new, which is gonna be a guide series, and what I mean about that is it's gonna be a 5-part episode for almost every faction. I'm gonna begin with the Warhammer 2 and specifically with the Mortal Empires campaigns. Obviously I'm gonna be going after the initial challenges as hard first. For example, it's gonna be TECLIS over here. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a 5-part episode. I'm gonna telling you exactly what to do in order to get through, because the hardest thing about Total War is actually the initial challenge. Once you get a hold of it, you're gonna be pretty much unstoppable. And yeah, so this is gonna be centered around Legendary. Of course, you can follow my guide into lower difficulties as well. It is going to work, but it's gonna be mainly for that specific difficulty. So what I'm gonna be doing, let me just explain myself. It's not a guide. Okay, it's not a freaking guide. It's actually an example, and what I mean is, what are you? Are you the guy that reads the manual, or are you the guy that goes straight into action? If you're the guy that reads the manual, this is not gonna be so helpful. If you're the guy that wants to jump straight into action and just whenever he finds a problem, just solve it with any way he finds, pretty much what I do over here, then this is for you. So and the reason I'm doing this is because I see a lot of guides out there, but it's just general information. It doesn't tell you exactly what to do, and I appreciate all the hard work by other content creators being put into that, but general information is like when you're reading like a test subject and you're just reading the theory about math, for example, but you don't know how to solve the problem, the mathematical problem. Like, theory alone just doesn't help. You need to get into the example, you have to work on it, and from there you will achieve your goal. Anyway, so yeah, this is gonna be my personal experience on how to approach the early situation. Of course, there's gonna be other plentiful ways, and if you do have some of these, just please don't be salty, just post them down below in the comments. So if somebody cannot be held my my advice, he will be held by yours. And this is what I do, for example, in my cooking expertise. Like, I go to YouTube, I look for a cooking recipe, and I always look at the comments, because believe it or not, in the comments you're gonna find something really good advices, and that will make your food really extra spicy and nice. But what the hell am I even talking about? Am I talking about food? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's begin with TECLIS. I'm not gonna go through the race attributes. They have intrigue. They can spend influence on lords, heroes, and diplomacy just to fix their relations with others. They have espionage, which is a great trait. Trade agreements allow you to see what happens around them, which means if you trade with one faction, you're gonna be able to see all around them and possibly trade with them as well, so you won't have to go with an agent and just try to find them all. And martial prowess is your healthy units actually perform in battle a lot better, but if they drop below 50% health, they tend to suffer the consequences. Diplomatic relations +10 with men and high elves. This is good because we want to trade, and that's gonna be a lot of helpful. Recruit rank +5 for mages. Winds of Magic and bound spell as fireball. We start with the sword masters of Hoeth and the Eagle and the Reaper Eagle Bolt Thrower. And yeah, the initial challenge is hard. So let's begin, and we'll see how that goes. So I want you, if you want to be helped a lot by this, you have to do exactly what I do at the exact same turn. If you want to be, like completely on the book. But if you stray a little bit, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be talking about general advices as well on what you need to do. First, let's just start. On turn 1, what you need to do is just take that agent over here, that mage, and actually send her straight to Lothern. And the reason we do that is because we will unlock trading with those guys, which is gonna help with the economy a lot, because you're gonna suffer a lot of money deficits in this early campaign until you just get around it. We're gonna upgrade that to level 2, not because I want to recruit archers with light armor or Lothern Sigurd, I just want the technology to be unlocked over here. And from here on with TECLIS, now I usually always say attack straight on, don't allow your opponent, the AI, to build up his armies. But in this case you will have to leave him alone, because if you attack him he's just gonna fall right back into the city, and you can't take both this army and the city garrison together. And yeah, so you're just gonna stand here. Don't declare war on them yet, because if you do they will stay here, but if you don't they will go away, which is gonna make things easier. Make sure you recruit a couple of extra archers. Go with the archers first because they have lower upkeep than the spearmen, so just a little bit lower. So it's not gonna, yeah, it's gonna be better for getting these guys first. Alright, and I think we've done everything we want. Just make sure you upgrade that, send the agent up north, and come here and start recruiting without making an attack. And I'm pretty sure like 99% of every campaign you're gonna be starting, this guy is just gonna getting the boot and just going straight to here, abandoning this city, feeling that he's safe and he's not gonna have anybody to fight with. Now the reason that we allow him to leave, and as you see he went over there, is not because we just want to have an easier fight over here. If he goes over there and we take the Fuming Serpent, he's actually gonna go to the Blood Swamps and recolonize it, which is a great thing, because you will not have to do that, spend like 1,000 worth of income, or have to wait like 3 turns in order for your troops to come back from replenishment. So as soon as he leaves, just make the attack, come over here, Skaven revealed, declare the war. There's just a tiny garrison in there with just a lord and with slaves, some night runners. Now I'm gonna play this manually, so you know exactly what I'm doing, although even if you auto-resolve this one, it's gonna be a victory for you. I suggest you don't auto-resolve the early fights, because you need to make sure that you don't suffer so much of damage to your troops, because you need to keep moving. Like this is gonna be like from battle to battle, either it's rebellions, either it's Skaven, either it's somebody else. So fighting your battles manually and making sure that your troops are gonna be as healthy as they can, because the auto-resolve will always F you up. So please don't do it. Not this one, this one. So we wanna go up here actually, because this is the best line of sight that we have on them. We only have these 2 units for melee, it's fine. We have an eagle and TECLIS. And we're gonna get the archers on guard mode, we're gonna place them back here. I put them into blocks because it's easier to strafe, and I kinda know that the enemy doesn't have any spells. Oh, actually he has the Warp Lightning, so we might want to spread them. So the Warp Lightning is not gonna do that much damage to us. So alright, make sure you spread them if you know who you're facing. And we're facing a Warlock Engineer or Master Warlock or whatever he's called, and he's gonna have the Warp Lightning. So don't go into blocky formation. Alright, let's advance just a little bit over here. Let's put this on fast forward. I suggest you go straight for the Night Runners. They're gonna be the most obnoxious units to deal with. The slaves will just melt no matter what they try and do. Alright, the Eagle Bolt Thrower has already started shooting, which is pretty much what we want. Now, the woods are gonna interfere with our guys a little bit, but it should be alright. Let's advance these guys, and you should... Let's issue half of the men to shoot here and these guys to shoot this one. Now let's send the Eagle and TECLIS inside. We're just gonna drop a fireball. Where did that lord go? There he is. Let's drop that fireball, and we shall try to get the charge and just keep them away from our missiles. Alright, the fireball didn't go off, it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's just send these guys in and these ones in here together with TECLIS, and TECLIS can actually just start dropping some Flock of Dooms already, which is gonna help. And as you can see, the archers are not doing that much of damage because... Alright, let's get them out of guard mode, because they just keep losing their orders. Alright, TECLIS, can you drop that please? Alright, you know what, just drop it here, champ. Alright, drop the Enfeebling Foe also on this guy, so he won't beat down our Sword Masters. As you can see, he's doing quite a lot of work to them. And now I'm pretty sure we can drop the fireball on him. Just shoot him in the back, and the eagle needs to pull out over there. Are we fighting spears? No, it's actually just the early units. Yeah, just pull the eagle back, and yep, it's not going so well for them in the middle. Yeah, let's get TECLIS over here. Let's go for another charge. Just keep cycle charging, and as you saw over there, they do have warp lightning bomb. Alright, these sword masters need to come back. Just make sure you face this guy. Can you just shoot him already? Nah, just drop the flock of doom instead. And you guys now just start shooting the runaway guys. Make sure they don't come back. And oh, this time it actually went off. Alright, so these slaves are wavering. The sword masters have suffered a little bit of damage, but it's alright. On auto resolve it would be even worse. On auto resolve you might actually lose like a unit or something. We're gonna go for weakening effect here, because we wanna see these guys destroyed. You can keep going after these ones, and you can start shooting these guys back. So the enemy lord is almost down. Our brave sword masters have suffered, but they should be alright, and I think we're about to win. Yes, and we've won. I don't want you to lose any single unit in the beginning, because we're actually gonna be disbanding the military camp as soon as we get it to level 2 and we get a full stack. And the reason for that is because we don't have enough slots. We have to get to just dump it in order to get the one that allows us to recruit a noble, because you're gonna need that noble for the replenishment. You just can't do any campaign without good replenishment, so we're gonna go straight for him. Alright, over here, as soon as you capture it, I suggest you go with just occupy. I know the loot and sack always feels good, but just go with occupy, because if the rebellion happens really fast, it's not gonna allow you to have the time to go after for the blood swamps. So just make sure you don't do that. Just go for occupy and be patient. Let's recruit a few more archers. I'm recruiting a lot of archers without any spears. Don't worry, nobody's gonna attack over here. And on the way towards blood swamps, we're gonna be recruiting spearmen. So it should all be good. Now you get over here, and we got a commandment available. I highly suggest you go with construction and growth, because you're gonna need that freaking growth. We need to reach that thing to level 3 immediately in order to be able to build the walls. And after we get that, we're just gonna go for this one, tribute to the Phoenix King, which is gonna increase the trading and the tax rate. And since I'm sending my agent in order to trade, trust me, we're gonna be making a lot of money via trading. So every little bit of extra income from that 4%, it's gonna be great. Alright, so this was turn 2, right? You've done everything exactly to the letter. If any treasure pops around you, I suggest you take it later. Even if it popped here onto me, I wouldn't take it, because I need this to be as close as what you do as possible. So if it pops for me, it might not pop for you. So if I pick it, it's gonna be a different campaign. I actually, first time I played a TECLIS campaign, it was with a treasure of 10k actually spawned right next to me, and it made the campaign so much easier. And that was before the Vampire Coast, the Blessed Dread, and Techenhaun was actually added. So yeah, this campaign is actually a little bit tougher at this time. So we're gonna keep moving towards the blood swamps, but we wanna take it slow, because we want the replenishment along the way. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna recruit a couple of spears, and we're gonna keep that until we get the full stack. We're gonna start the military technology here, and this lady is just gonna keep moving north. Alright, and the blood swamps is actually recolonized at this point, just so you know. Which means you're not gonna have to spend 1k with a full stack. If it's less, it's gonna be even more, and you won't have to suffer the attrition, which is always great. So alright, let's wait for the end turn to finish.
Skaven will be tamed.
Alright, technology has been researched. First level. I suggest you go either for archery prowess or spear wall. I'm gonna go for the spear wall because if the front line melts, then the archers won't be able to shoot. So just make sure you upgrade your melee front line first. And over here we're just gonna keep doing the same. We can't reach that city yet, so we'll just go slowly in order to get the replenishment. So go over here, 53% movement range remaining, and we're gonna recruit the last of our units, and that's all we're gonna be recruiting. And after that we're gonna be getting rid of this one. So I suggest every battle you play, you make it as hard as possible not to lose any unit, and in order for that to happen is to play it all manually. Like if you auto-resolve it, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose some unit. Don't worry about the Blessed Dread, they're not gonna declare war on you, and if they do, it's just gonna be black arcs. The garrison actually is quite decent in here, lots of archers. So how is this gonna be? We have captured the entirety of this province, now we need to upgrade it. There's gonna be a lot of rebellions happening, and we're probably gonna go on a deficit, I'll be honest. But what's going to save us is actually the agent that's heading straight for Lothen. We're gonna get some really good trade agreements. We're gonna come over here and capture the blood swamps just for a couple of turns, so it can give us that extra income. If we lose it by a rebellion or something like that, we're not gonna care. We care mostly about this province. This one has to be fixed, so we're free to move up north. And I suggest you actually go for the Vampire Coast. The Blessed Dread is gonna have a lot of problems against the Skaven. They will probably lose. Scroll is just gonna destroy these guys. So yeah, and also that corruption is gonna be obnoxious, so I really suggest you go up here first. So get rid of that, build this one up. We are on a deficit right now, it's alright. We're gonna get over here, and as you can see, we've already found Lothen, and by just trading with Lothen, it's gonna open up other factions as well, like Safari, like Craze. Ivres is not gonna trade with us because they're in war with Lothen almost every single time. Yep, that's right, you can see it over here. We're gonna try Illyrian. They will not also trade. We're gonna try Kothic. These guys will trade, that's good. Avalon. If Avalon isn't able to trade, it's because they haven't captured some cities over here yet against the Scourge of Cain. So I suggest you check the diplomacy tab almost every turn, just to make sure you get every single guy to trade with you. And just trade with good guys, don't try to piss anybody off. And now, since we don't have to go all the way up to here to find every faction because of that high elven trade, we're gonna come towards here to go for Estalia, Bretonia, and all of that good stuff. And over on this side, we'll have to make the attack on the blood swamps. Can we reach that thing? Yes, we can. So let's go straight for it. Alright, this is just gonna be a huge army of slaves. There's obviously some clan rats over here. There's a one level, how's that guy called? Warlock Master, if I'm correct. I just keep forgetting the name. So the priority in this one should be the Rat Ogress, obviously. The Night Runners too. And the Lords, we'll see how we take care of them. Now you can auto-resolve this one over here. You're going to win, but you will probably lose a unit like the Spearman or one Archer or anything like it. So playing it manually and just making sure your units don't die is gonna be what needs to be made. Alright, we don't need to gamble. That's 19 Winds of Magic for beginners is quite great. We have this kind of house on our right flank and this one on our left, so we're gonna go from here so we won't get outflanked. We're gonna place our archers like this. You will go in 1, 2 and 3. TECLIS should remain over here, the eagle on this side. These guys, keep them in the back, and the archers, they can all stay here. Alright, you know what, don't keep them blocky. because of the warp lightning, so we'll just go with double layers. It's always good to go with double layers, because if they make it into the back line of yours and come after these archers, you will have a second layer to shoot them with. Sorry for that, that's just my phone. And we should spread a little bit the spears, so we can keep one guy over here to protect, because they will eventually come from this place. Alright, keep the sword masters back, and these guys should remain right over here on spread shot. Are we good? I think we're good. So let's begin. Alright, you know what? Let's get this one. Start working on the rat ogres, because they are gonna be the highest threat over here. Let's see, are we gonna be doing anything? Those shots, okay, now they're getting in and we are starting to shoot. Now I suggest you two go for the night runners, you two go for Skaven slaves, whatever. Let's shoot with a fireball over here. Excellent. Let's be hopeful that it's gonna hit. Oh, it actually did. Alright, shoot the ranged. We don't want the ranged to be fighting back. Actually, the rat ogres. Let's send the eagle in and the sword masters. Alright, move these guys back if we can make it. Move a little bit back. Try. Oh shit. They didn't try to avoid that. Alright, we're gonna hit this one flank. We're gonna drop the flock of doom over here. The eagle is dealing with the rat ogres and also the archers. And now you need to go on spread shot and just start shooting over here. Alright, the rat ogres are almost gone. We can drop over here just to cause some terror problems, even though it doesn't cause terror. And the enfeebling foe is gonna be dropped on this guy. The sword masters actually need to go from this side so they can deal with the general. And where's the eagle? Alright, let's just get it to cycle charge. Now let's get rid of these night runners and you of these slingers. And what about you? You've dealt with that, excellent. So just make sure you shoot sideways, because that's gonna guarantee that your shots are actually landing. And with these guys we're gonna shoot from here. Alright, so that should be good. TECLIS, we gotta drop another flock of doom over here. How's the sword masters doing? They're tanking it up all together. And let's drop the eagle over here together with the shooting that's being made. And the fear that it's causing. Does it cause terror? No, just fear. It's gonna be doing great. Alright, we have another fireball. TECLIS can actually shoot it to this guy. There are the two extra generals that are coming in. The archers are doing some really heavy work. These guys too. As I said, some good fear bombing has happened over here. So that eagle just decimated those slaves. What about this line? We need to drop some flock of doom over here, so let's just do it, because we're managing this end. Alright, this guy actually needs to die. If you can just kill him, that would be great. And all of our archers, can you just move a little bit back, because you are really close right now. And yeah, let's start shooting yet again against their slingers. Just make sure that they won't be harassing us, and you just try to go back for that. You go after this one, and where's the sword masters? You gotta fall back. The enemy general has broken. What is that? That's another one. So these guys will have to go here, and let's just enfeebling foe him, so he won't be able to do that much damage, and the sword masters will be able to just choppy him. Alright, let's drop the eagle again over here. That fear is gonna be amazing, and just keep on shooting. Alright, go after this one, because you have a trouble shooting over to these ones, and you just keep shooting these guys over here. There's no... okay, there's some range actually over here. And where are they? Hugely blown up. Let's drop the flock of doom here. Excellent. There's another lord over here, so let's try to fireball him. And how about here? Is that guy dead, Scrot? He isn't. But it's okay. Alright, let's drop the eagle back. You just have to dive in and go out, and that is it. All you have to do is just hold the line steady, hit the generals with enfeebling foe, because they're gonna be doing a lot of damage. Hit with flock of doom wherever they're hugely blown up. Fight with one flank secure, dive in with the eagle. Just make sure you go out though, and when you dive in, make sure you're shooting over there, because shooting actually has a demoralizing effect. So the fear is gonna happen a lot more easily if you do it simultaneously. So yeah, that's all you need to do. And make sure you take the rat ogres first. Like, if these guys are allowed to live, if you don't take them out, it's gonna be GG. You don't have to do much. Just aim with 4 archers, send the eagle, and it should be good. Alright, the same should happen here, because we just want to keep that settlement for the time being. These 2 guys didn't die, it's alright though. We could have chased them off, but it shouldn't be a thing. So we capture this one and we wait for the moment. Alright, unlocked as well. We get some money too, and yeah, we're looking good for the moment. We're looking good, and also an unassigned skill, which we're gonna go for this one. So we're gonna stay in there for a turn, then we're gonna go out on encap mode and just start farming rebellions, I guess, because the corruption is so much in here that nobody's gonna be able to keep the public order stable. Okay, if that happens, you can do it. It's just free experience. If it doesn't, it's alright. Alright, enemy has been killed in battle, arcane item, whatever. Alright, so TECLIS has gained a level up. Oh, not this one. I suggest you go for... I always like to spec my tree for late game, which means I'm not gonna be wasting 3 points of the on the spearman, because we're not gonna be running spearmen on late game. We're gonna be running with Phoenix Guard or Swordmasters of Koeth. So, but we will be running with archers and Sisters of Avalon and bolt throwers, so I suggest you upgrade this one, the extra ammunition. Just make sure you come out of the city, damn it, over here, go in and camp stance, so you won't suffer the public order, and just let this public order go to south. And over here, go for the Elven Gardens, so you can get that noble immediately, and just keep the growth rate edict over here, commandment, whatever. And that sweet agent of ours, that sweet girl, is gonna go through here. Have we found any faction? Nope, but we will on the next turn. I don't suggest you hit any of these edicts just yet, because you're just not gonna need it, and we'll just keep going.
You cannot hide your plans from me, Skaven.
Alright, imminent rebellion, it's alright, we're gonna let it happen. Now what you need to know about rebellions, if you're gonna be facing a rebellion and you have at least one red building, which is basic military, know that your rebellions are gonna be having like really good troops. They're gonna be running with silver helms, White Lions of Grace, and any other, and that applies to every faction. If you don't want a rebellion to be strong and actually be able to crush it with just a garrison, by garrison I mean with a building, like just the city alone is not gonna be enough, you have to have this at level 3. If you have this at level 3 and no red building inside the settlement, inside the province, that is gonna make the rebellions to just run with city troops, which is gonna be just mere archers and spearmen. And that means that just by having this building you're gonna be able to auto-resolve every single battle. If not, you're probably gonna face huge problems. So I suggest make sure you don't build military buildings where you don't freaking need them, because that's gonna guarantee a really great rebellion with quality troops. Alright, the rebellion is gonna happen over here, that's great news. Also in here we're gonna be farming this one a little bit just for the free levels up and the money, and then we're gonna come down here as soon as they besiege this. And imminent rebellion, yes, we're gonna get that lady over here. And let's see, I'm pretty sure we have found at least a Stalia. And look at that, we can trade with Cult of Sotek. I guess you can trade. You can always declare war on him later, it's not a big deal. And yes, we have found a Stalia. We can't trade with them, but if we sign the non-aggression pact, eventually it's gonna become positive towards 20 around this, and they will then trade. So with factions that you're not gonna be fighting anytime soon, or you don't plan on capturing, just sign non-aggression pacts. So yeah, these guys stay here, just keep on replenishing, and let's have the rebellion happening. Just make sure you stay close to the city, because if that rebellion happens and you're far away, they will destroy the city straight away.
True power.
Alright, so our technology has been researched, we have some missions, we don't care about that, rebellion and rebellion. So I suggest you go for the archery prowess right now. All the other upgrades for Illyrian ravens and things that we don't actually have. And over here we're gonna go for the growth. I don't ever go for growth buildings, like I can't remember any of my campaigns to have anything to do with that, but we're gonna need it over here, so just get it so we can get that to level 3 as soon as we can. Alright, so now you were gonna tell me that I could have kept that surplus over here to send it towards this place, but it's alright, like it doesn't cost too much, let's be honest. Alright, so let's go attack this one. It should be like an easy auto-resolve. You can auto-resolve the undead rebellions, it's not a big deal, and you can actually take the money, so you can start stacking up, even though it's gonna give us negative replenishment. It's alright, it's alright. I guarantee that you can do that. Because look at this here, the replenishment is doing quite well. Keep on upgrading the archers. And did we move Our Lady? Nope. So let's go find Carcassonne now. Should we? Did we? Nope, we haven't. So next turn we're gonna find that sweet lady. And now we can pop the invocation of Assyrian, which we're not, because we're kind of in the middle of rebellions happening all over the place, so we don't need to hit it just yet. This rebellion, as you can see now, it's just composed of spearmen and archers with light armor, and that's because I don't have any building inside any of these cities that's red. That's a military building. In case you didn't know that, now you do. If you were wondering why the rebellions actually suck at some of your provinces when they happen, and in some others they just, you know, rock some really solid units, like even freaking dragons and stuff like that. That has to do with the red military buildings. Even though the purple ones are recruitment bases, if you build purple ones, they're not gonna be recruiting from that. It only counts for red ones. So you're free to build purple ones, even though you can recruit for them. The AI, the rebellions, are not gonna take any troops from that pool. It's only about the red ones.
My power knows no bounds.
Alright. So, as you see over here, a rebellion is gonna be happening every turn, because you just can't keep it together. And over here, we're gonna wait until this one becomes a full stack in order to face it. Because we're gonna be able to deal with it with a full stack over here, and also the garrison inside.
Defender of truth.
And let's go with Bowmaster at maximum. I'm pretty sure that next turn I should start moving. Right now just stay here and then camp again. Now we can get our noble. We don't have any influence at the moment. It's kind of a random, like at this point you might actually get an event choice, which is gonna give you at least 10 influence. In this case I didn't. It's alright, I'm just gonna grab any guy. Yeah, just -5 melee. That one is bad, like -5 leadership for the whole army is really bad, but just this guy alone having -5 melee attack is not that big of a deal. So we're gonna recruit this guy, and we're gonna run him towards here, and we're gonna get that to level 2, and that thing is gonna be destroyed. Alright, and we now shall keep moving with our lady over here, and yes, we have just found Carcassonne. Now let me check again. There's nobody else that we can trade. Alright, we're just gonna go with a non-aggression pact shit. Alright, next turn they will probably accept. You really have to check the diplomacy map every turn, just to make sure. Alright, this guy doesn't want to trade yet, but he will, because that's going up the positive relations between us. And just keep in mind that we're actually not making any resources at the moment. So the moment that we even build one resource, even if it's like freaking pottery, it's gonna make a huge difference in money. But it's kinda restrictive also, because on legendary the public order is not gonna be that great. So you need public order buildings everywhere, and for port settlements you're not going to be able to get any resource that you want. Plain and simple, because one is for the city, one slot is for the port, one is always for the garrison. Always build garrisons everywhere, because freaking roaming armies, rogue armies, beastmen and stuff like that, they will always aim your undefended cities. So instead of having it destroyed, just sacrifice one slot always for garrison and walls. Alright, these guys have made their move, so we'll just crush that rebellion over here of the vampire counts, whatever they are. We can now issue the we can do the quest. I suggest the War Crown of Suffering to do it a little bit later when you have a relatively better army, because it's a hard battle actually. Is that golden Sevron? Or is it bronze? I can't see. Stop flashing. Oh damn it. Alright, just get the money. Let me just check again. Nah, it's just bronze. For a moment there I thought it was gold. Alright, now the army is in a good state. Okay, so we're just gonna go through here. We can still replenish in the sea, not so much, but it's alright. And we can bring the noble inside the army. Can he make it? He can't, but it's alright. Alright, a rebellion is gonna happen over here again. As I said, we just kept it for a little bit, so the money not to go negative. Now we don't need them anymore. We don't need it. We're gonna take it back. It's probably gonna get raised. It's alright. Alright, and you lady, just keep going. Let's find Uncle Beric. There's my boy. Do they want to go for that now? The Fate doesn't want to, it's alright. How about Alberic? He does. So just make sure you do that, and they will trade eventually. Estalia, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to wait a lot of turns in order to reach around 20 something, so we can trade with them. It's not that big of a deal. Like you just have to do with you just have to trade with the Elven factions. Like the rest is just a bonus. If you don't manage to get it, it's alright. But you know, extra is always good. Less is always bad. Kind of. Alright. Don't fear about the Blessed Dread. They usually declare war on you a lot later at the campaign. They don't do it straight away. And by the time they do, they are facing like really heavy problems against the Skaven, so it's kind of a bad situation for them. Just remember, this army will always try to build towers for at least the turn that they attacked and one after that, so they can get like 2 towers or something like that. And it's not actually a full stack, so they attacked before their time. I'm pretty sure just with a garrison, if we struggle a little bit, we can defeat it, but it's alright. If TECLIS gets there, it means it's just free experience, and as I said, the Blood Swamps do not count that much. They will fall. You might actually try to play it manually and win. I'm not, because whatever, but can you win it? I mean, if you snipe out the Lord, you might be able to pull something out. Alright, and now we got the event. We're gonna go with... oh shit, these are all bad. I guess we'll go with this one, because we have some money and we'll get some influence. And we're also gonna be making more now. So let's get you over here. Let's bring this champ. Excellent. And now make the attack. Now, this one, it should be like a super easy auto resolve. I don't know why it's that hard with such small and city troops army. Since we don't have a military camp, we're gonna have to play this manually so we don't lose any troops. So yeah, it's just a few extra seconds. It's not gonna hurt. Like this battle is literally gonna take like 3 or 4 minutes. Actually, it might take more, because I don't want to suffer any losses, because as I said, I want to keep on the move. Should I try to waste their ammunition with the Eagle or just go straight for them? Oh, my reinforcements are coming from the opposite side. Okay, so that might be tricky. So we're gonna stand... is there like a really good high ground? There is. There is. But it's filled with forest. So we'll just stay here. How far can the Eagle Bolt Throwers shoot? That far. Because we need to make sure that theirs is not gonna be shooting back as well. Go with double layers. Keep that thing here. Let's oh, now we have the noble. Good. We'll go like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the sword masters, and we shall gamble. Alright, didn't pay off. And let's see, are they gonna move on us? They will move on us. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go with this thing. Oh, they're not actually. So if you want, you can go and fight straight away. If you don't, you can just try to waste their ammunition with the Eagle. Let's fall back and let's just come over here. All of these archers, Eagle Bolt Throwers, are gonna start shooting, and yeah, this might seem like a little bit of cheesy to you, just, you know, going after the AI and just making them waste their ammunition, but it's just personal preference. You can just go straight in or just do that. Whoops. Oh shit. Oh, get away, get away. Not this one, sorry. Alright, you just do that so I can take care of these guys. Alright, let's advance with these ones. Just bring the spears up front. Bring the northern as well over here, and these guys like this, and get out of skirmish. The same goes for you, and that eagle just come over here. Alright, cool. And I'm pretty sure we can advance with these ones now. So yeah, I think wasting their ammunition is kind of a waste. You can just go straight the hell inside. Alright, let's advance with these guys. I guess leave the double layers for now, just keep going. Let's come here, and yeah. Alright, you can open fire all on this one, and you can open fire, actually you open on this one, you go for the other one. Alright, cool. And that eagle, it's a garrison eagle, so we can just send it straight away for the eagle bolt thrower, just shut it down. Alright, did I forget to move these guys? Of course I did. And now we're gonna have these guys shooting them. Alright, how's the spearmen over here? Still advancing. A little bit slow, but they are. Alright, cool. So you guys have dealt with that. Now you can go for the Illyrian Rivers, and you can go for the next one. And alright, that eagle can go out, and these guys, except these two, can advance over here together with the Swordmasters, the Noble, and TECLIS. And yeah, we're good. Now let's go out of guard mode and just keep shooting these ones. You can shoot those ones, and that should be easy. Now I'm not trying too hard about this battle. You can play it however you want, as I said. Just make sure you don't lose any unit, because you don't have a military camp. You can lose, however, as many as you want from the garrison. That's gonna be alright. So we're just gonna send that eagle in there, it doesn't matter. And TECLIS, just come over here, champ, and you keep on advancing. The same... oh, I didn't see this one coming. Can we drop an enfeebling foe? Yes, we can. Alright, let's send both of the eagles to deal with the cavalry. Oh, that thing is still operational? Holy shit. Alright, cool. How about you? You're doing well. Just actually aim this one real quick. And you try to reform over here. Why are you even fighting on melee? Alright, eagle, you're away. And you help out these brothers. Alright, TECLIS, where are you? Wrong one. We want this one. Alright. Really cool boys and girls. Do we have a girl over here? Not yet. Okay, big mistake. But as I said, I don't care too much about this battle. Yeah, really? Really? Alright, and now we've won. So, you can hunt them down, you can't if you don't want to, you can do whatever you want. Alright, just end this one. Again, some free experience for all of our troops.
Victory was assured.
Alright, and we can go for the extra money. Did they survive? They did. It's alright, we can still catch them. This turn, or actually the next. So let's go with... I don't think we're gonna need any other of that yet. We're gonna go for this one down the line, but we don't have any of these units. So let's work on TECLIS's magic for the moment. Alright, and TECLIS, can you just get inside the city for even better replenishment? Excellent. Alright, and yeah, we now... where is it? Did we move this lady? We didn't. So let's do it. We have found probably... not Musillon, Leonis. So let's go with a trade, I mean a non-aggression pact with those as well. Does Faye now want it? Yes, now she wants it. Because we signed non-aggression pacts with almost everybody that's friendly to her. And the Stalia, now, okay, not yet possible, but it will be. Alright, it's alright, it's alright. A little bit on the negative, but that's alright. It should stabilize soon as we just need to get the blood swamps back, and we have to get there fast, otherwise Teichenhauen is gonna move and just colonize it, which is something we don't really want. And from here on the things should start to stabilize. It was all for the start. We have made some good money without any treasures involved. We have set it up trade agreements. These guys are declaring war, don't you mind. It's just AI playing stupid. They're too far away, they won't come after you. They're just pissed that you're trading with your brother. Like, who wouldn't, you know? Yeah, whatever. Oh god, that's why I didn't like them. I didn't like that they survived, because they would do this one. They would cost me another turn. Alright, I auto-resolved this because it was really in favor of me. I kinda risked it though a little bit, because I might have lost a unit or something. Alright, we're gonna go for the net, because we are gonna need it because of all these archers that we have. You're gonna go for the replenishment, excellent. And now you will come, damn it, here.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Alright, cool. Just go into encamp. We'll get rid of this. Alright, in one turn we're gonna be getting the new slot. So let's abandon this one, and we're gonna go for both public order buildings. We have a research available. We're gonna go with recruit rank for spearmen and sats. And do we wanna go, where is it? For the right. I think we do, because that's gonna reduce the cost as well. It's gonna start giving some influence, and we also have some money in the bank at the moment, so it should be good. The public order should start to stabilize, because we want to get rid of that, the negative growth and the negative tax rate, which is hurting quite a bit. Alright, this lady, just keep rolling. I'm pretty sure we found Bretonia now, if we are lucky. Yeah, we did. It's non-aggression pact with those as well. And after a few turns, 5 or something, trust me, they will want to trade with you.
Welcome.
Alright, how about the Stalia? Come on, Stalia. You love me. You know you do. As soon as we get at least one resource, it's gonna be a lot easier. Right now we have nothing. And they're like, dude, what should I trade with you? Like, I love you, okay? But why should I trade? And it actually makes sense. Alright, and now we have unlocked a slot in the Star Tower. Which is... oh, damn it. A storm is going on over here, and the Blessed Dread is facing some really heavy problems on the sea.
I'm TECLIS.
What do you want, Kathik? Yeah, no, it's alright. We have a trade agreement, that's all we need right now. Alright, ooh, I almost accidentally hit that. Alright, and now this is how it's gonna be. Okay, we didn't get an event for happy populates, it's only to get influence for unhappy. So this is not really worth it. We are making money from trading, but it's not a whole lot. It's like 400 or something, or even less, 300. So 25% of 300 is just not freaking enough. And we'll go with that thing over here and that, and we'll upgrade this one, and that should be good for the moment. Alright, we still can't reach that. I should have actually gotten from the sea, but it's alright. Alright, let's keep on replenishing. -1 only public order, and our lady over here is soon gonna reach the empire. Faction encountered Artois. Alright, how about now, Leonis? There you go. Thank you, champs. How about Bordello?
Never.
Never. You will accept. Just not yet. Alright, how about Estalia? Come on, Estalia. We have a non-aggression pact since eternity. Just freaking trade. Ah, damn it. They will. They're just playing hard to get, you know. Alright. So we're gonna need every one of these buildings into every province, because it's the only building that provides public order for the High Elves. Now there's also the events in the Edict, which kind of fixes things, but I just want to be organized. I want to have something standard as public order. You can also get some public order via the Handmaidens. They have a skill that they take at level 8, if I'm correct, which provides +1 public order faction-wide. It's always good to have. I suggest you, if you want an agent for replenishment inside your armies, it should be the Handmaidens. Keep the nobles out in the open and just keep on spamming securing influence against your factions, against your faction enemies. Right now it's just an exception. We can't get a handmaiden just yet, so we'll just stick with a noble, and as soon as we can get a second one, we're gonna send him to just start securing influence. Alright, this is going good. How's the agent? Where is he? Okay, good. So now we're probably gonna find Marienberg and the Empire. Nope, just the Vanaheimlings. Whatever. I'm not gonna try to check the diplomacy. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna trade with me just yet. And let's go to the Blood Swamps. And... actually, the awakening seems to be empty.
Master of the White Tower.
No. You can take this one. Just make sure you get the Blood Swamps and repair it, because that's gonna offer you a little bit of extra money to go by. And yeah, it should be good for the moment. Is there gonna be another rebellion here? I don't think so. Things are stabilizing, and I forgot to change this edict, so make sure as soon as you get the third slot to go for the extra trading, and by the time you capture the Blood Swamps, you just wait to get into full state again by replenishing, and then we're gonna move up against the awakening. You just have to make sure it's empty. If it's Luthor in there with a full stack, it's gonna be impossible to get. If it's only the garrison, which is a great garrison, we're gonna struggle even against that, but at least it's gonna be a lot easier and actually possible. And that thing is under siege, is it actually? Oh, it's the Skaven. So it might have been actually a bad idea to recolonize that. You might actually need to go straight for the awakening, so if any rebellion happens you can protect yourself, and actually the awakening has a great garrison even without constructing a building about it. So yeah, it might be actually a little bit more prudent to go for the awakening. In this situation I went for the blood swamps. You can do the same, you can stray a little bit, it's whatever you like. And I'm actually thinking that I should just be making like 3 episode guides, like 5 is, I think it's gonna be too much. Alright, another one. Do we get happy populace? We don't. I mean, they all suck. Alright, let's fire the messenger. Alright, cool. And we have just barely enough money. And the army is still replenishing. If these guys attack over here, it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. A little bit of a struggle. Can we sign a peace treaty with them? I'm pretty sure we don't. We can't. Alright, it's alright. We'll go... Where's my guy? My lady? Alright, we have found Marienberg. Are these guys gonna trade with me? Let's try Bretonia first.
You ask for a
And Carcassonne. Come on, Carcassonne. About Bordello. Come on, Uncle Beric. Come on. Don't be such a douche. Really? What if I go with that and that? Oh, nice. It's even better. And we have also found the Empire. They don't want to trade with us. Why is that? That's bad. That's bad. And we have also found Ostland.
approach and make your offer. No. No.
Nobody else we can trade with. It's alright. So yeah guys, I suggest if you do this, actually go for the awakening first. I might actually have to fall back over here, because if these guys attack, I'm gonna win, but I might actually lose some troops. So let's get the hell off from here. We're just gonna go and replenish on the Serpent, so we can get to the awakening. Alright, so just leave this thing, cancel it. I already wasted enough. It doesn't matter if you follow from here on. If you don't follow it to the letter, for example what you need to do every turn, it's fine, because all you need to do right now is just make sure you capture the awakening when it's undefended with just the garrison inside. If you manage to do that, the awakening is all you're gonna need. It's just the best city to have at the beginning of like with any campaign, with any factions. It has a free garrison without having to recruit. Ooh, he just stood there. Since he didn't take that, we might actually be able to go back and, you know, just beat the crap out of him. He used the underway, that's why he didn't attack. He can't. So if the replenishment is good enough, we might actually be able to go back. Sorry for that.
Speak if you must, but you wait.
Yeah, leave these guys. They will always attack. It's in their blood. Alright, and there it is, happy populace. Let's go with this one. Alright, now we're talking. And what do we want to do? Do we want to go back here and defend? How's our state? It's a lot better. How's the garrison inside? There isn't any. And these guys are only just clan rats with just a level 2 general, and TECLIS is level 8. He's quite strong. But what if we go...
You require assistance?
There you are. Go inside the city. Ah, cool. Now if you want to attack, feel free. Alright, let's... now this lady will have to come back, because there's just nobody else over here. Just make sure you come back home. I'm not gonna micromanage you from here on, just do it yourself. And when lonely, just try to trade with whoever we aren't.
I will listen, but my... No, sir!
At least it's improving. At one point they will accept. Alright, Bretonia.
Misguided.
About Estalia. Come on, Estalia, don't
A weak order.
don't,
This action
don't
does
torture me that
not
much.
peace, for that is all I am.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go. How about Carcassonne?
I serve the Lady of the
Not yet. How about Bordello? Come on. Come on, Uncle Beric. Damn it. Cult of Sotek. Oh, we lost the trade agreement because we lost the city, but now we can do it again. Alright, cool. And yeah, we should be good. Now I will just end the episode right here, so I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment and subscribe. Also hit that notification button, and part 2 is gonna be next on how to just keep on doing and stuff. Right now in the first episode we just dealt with the initial province. As you can see, it's fixing, it's stable, we have a full stack, we have a decent economy. So yeah, it should be going fine for the moment. So see you next time. Bye bye.